Top three things foreigners must have to date a Filipina. Let's get started.
What are the top three things a foreigner must have to date you? How do you feel about foreigners who date Filipinas but don't plan to stay long term? What is one Western habit you absolutely cannot tolerate in a relationship no matter how rich he is? What is your name and how old are you?
Hi, my name is Gwen and I'm 18 years old.
Okay, Gwen, here's the very first question. What are the top three things a foreigner must have to date you?
Um, Actually, this question is not only applicable to foreigners. I want someone who is secure of himself and he is mentally stable and is emotionally intelligent. That's it.
What do you mean by mentally stable?
What do you mean by emotionally intelligent? See, here's the thing about dating these days. Is there so many buzzwords out here talking about emotional intelligence? Nobody knew what emotional intelligence was until 2024. And now that is a buzzword that it seems like every woman says nothing but, well, he has to make sure he has emotional intelligence. Do you even know what emotional intelligence is? And then when you find out what it is, then you're surprised when you get left. So
I don't like men who are very insecure of themselves because sometimes they reflect it in relationship that makes it very complicated and hard to handle.
Okay, how do you feel about foreigners who date Filipinas but don't plan to stay long term?
I think they should not date them in the first place because for me dating is for me I am planning a date to marry, so I like someone who will stay long term and not just for fun.
but you still do it anyway. You still do it anyway.
Okay. Do you think a lot of Filipinas are just like you, someone who wants a date to marry?
Of course, I think all naman is they want someone who will marry them and they are sure na they can commit po.
Okay. What is one Western habit you absolutely cannot tolerate in a relationship, no matter how rich he is?
This is not just for the Western guys. I think this is a very non-negotiable trait, especially for all of the men. So I think if they cheat, like it's a non-negotiable for me since it's a form of betrayal that cannot be fixed na po.
It's a cheater.
Yes.
Okay. Do you believe in a saying, once a cheater, always a cheater?
Yes po, because they did not hesitate to do it once, so I think they won't hesitate to do it the second time.
Okay.
Now, there's many times I've heard this while on the other foot doing the same exact thing. So, I'm not saying it's everyone, but there is a lot of hypocrisy going on when it comes to this mess. And then there's just a large stigma here that a lot of Filipinas date cheaters and they don't leave them. They still keep dating the cheaters. Make it make sense.
If a foreigner says you're not like other Filipinas, is that a compliment or an insult?
For me, it would be an insult since I think it is not necessary to compare me to other girls just to compliment or flatter me. So I think that's an insulting phrase for me.
You know what?
Bro, you're not like those other guys. You're not like those others. What do you mean? You must have had a very bad experience. I mean, I get it that guys have a bad dating experience out here in the Philippines. I've just never heard that say. I've usually heard that saying for guys, but I've never heard it on the other end for women. You're not like the other Filipinas. I've never heard that. I have never heard that before. That's a new one.
When you're very bright, and aside from that, you're also very beautiful. What are your names and ages?
Nina. 20 po.
Janea po, 20 also.
You two are very pretty. They have very small face, very cute actually. You're welcome. Okay, so here's the very first question. What are the top three things a foreigner must have to date you? Top three things.
Probably the kindness. Ano pa? What's yours?
Should be family oriented.
Yes.
If ever, he should be financially stable also. And in a kind heart din.
Yes.
Okay, you said kind. How about
He must be rich and he must be willing to give all of his assets away for my family. Please don't come at me. I'm just saying.
two more? Kind.
The
What
stigma's there.
Being financially responsible and also protective.
Taking. How do you feel about foreigners who date Filipinas but don't plan to stay long term? What's your opinion about that?
I don't, ang hirap English. Wait lang. Go.
I think if they want to, they should talk it out if they plan to build a family here or in other countries.
Okay.
Maybe they should meet the same kind of people if they are interested in short-term relationships. Ganun.
What? It's very loud in here. Okay.
I mean, the amount of foreigners that come here that are just here for a vacation. I mean, why would you even get into a relationship with someone that is going to be here for 30 days out of a year? You know, these people are stuck, glued to their job. They can't survive. Well, I mean, they can survive, but there's no way to make money remotely for everyone that travels here. The only people that come here are retirees, which means they're too old to do labor jobs. Or you get the digital nomads, and most of them they're not going to stay in one place. They're going to travel everywhere. The retirees are the ones that stay here. But all the young people, they just be traveling here and there.
What is one Western habit you absolutely cannot tolerate in a relationship no matter how rich he is?
Oh, the non-affection one. Because no matter how financial stable you are, no matter how you provide for the person, if you're not showing affection, it's something that we don't want.
As a Filipino, syempre, we like it that we are cared for and without anything, to give back pa? Ano term to? Without something in exchange.
So here's my thing about the affection part. Being from America, and we know we have our dating issues, and I'm talking about for my generation. How in the hell are you supposed to show affection if you haven't received affection growing up? Are you supposed to just manifest it? For some guys, it's a learning step, and then some guys spend their whole youth grinding it out just to be worthy enough to date. So they don't develop those affectionate kind of skills. They're so business mindset, grind to the nose to the grindstone. And most guys especially in the West, they just don't have time for all that stuff because we're trying to survive, trying to build an empire. We don't have time to be all affectionate, but I get it. That's the way to keep a woman around, is to be affectionate. But some people just don't have a sense of reality, especially in today's world with the economy is so shitty that you basically have to throw all of that stuff in the dumpster and just only grind so you don't sink to the bottom of the ocean.
Same thing. What do you call this? Affection.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Okay. Is that a Western habit? Not just showing affection, showing the affection.
Showing affection. Or maybe as something that watching Western something, it's something that they're not really into, maybe. And sometimes they're rude. They're rude.
Maybe the differences in language sometimes, and
I'd say spend 20 years of your life as a man in the West, and then you will greatly understand the affection part. Lots of guys grew up being told to be emotionless drones. No emotions, no feelings, no nothing. Can't care about anything. Basically, you have to be so nonchalant and unbothered with everything in order to be considered normal in today's society. So when you come to the Philippines, it's just that's the cultural clash right there. It's because they don't understand what you as a guy have to go through, have to deal with, have to be shaped, indoctrinated, growing up in order to be a functioning male in society. But then when you come abroad and you're around women that just wants a guy to be human, it just doesn't work like that. Because especially in America, because we basically dehumanize most males. I'm just saying. Even I can't even show affection because I don't even know how to show affection, because all I've been doing is grinding, surviving, and just dealing with all the harshness that we have to deal with in the US.
yun.
If a foreigner says you're not like other Filipinas, is that a compliment or an insult?
Maybe it depends. It depends of the person if you take that differently. But for me,
I'm not like
if
other girls.
they say that I'm different from other, it's like I would take it as a compliment because I'm different from others.
Hey, what was the question?
Cap, I call Cap. There's been a few Filipinas that I've talked to, and they've always told me that's the same old story. I'm not like those other girls. I'm not like other Filipinas, while at the same time being exactly like other Filipinas. And it's so annoying. You just keep hearing the same shit over and over, and it's like, yeah. But I can't imagine myself saying you're not like the other ones, unless she truly shows some unique, rare characteristic that differentiates her from the other Filipinas. Just something you don't commonly see. And I will share a story. One thing I have never, ever seen a Filipina out here do is when you hang out with them, actually buy you lunch. There was a Filipina that I went to go see at her job, and she was on her lunch break. I was gonna pay for lunch, but she ended up paying for my lunch, and that flipped a switch in my brain. That, I wouldn't say that weirded me out, but that actually got me kind of depressed. Because that's the first time I had some glimpse of like kindness or some kind of effort has, I don't know how to explain it, but that is the first time that type of kindness has been shown to me by Filipinas, because my whole journey here has been not so great when it came to dating. So that was actually the first positive outcome that I've received. And so it got me depressed, kind of sad, because I was like, so this is what it's like when someone does something like that for you.
Okay, if a foreigner says you're not like other Filipinas, is that a compliment or an insult?
I see it as both because I'm unique in my own way, and every Filipino is unique din naman.
Are you both singles or do you have partners?
I do have a partner.
Single po.
How long have you been single?
1 year.
And you're so pretty. Why? Why is that?
I want
She's single because she won't buy me lunch for once in my entire life. I'm just kidding.
to focus on myself po. And my family, ganon, friends.
They always say that.
You're still studying? May we know what are you studying?
I'm studying tourism management.
Hospitality management.
What is your name and how old are you?
Paula, 19.
You're very beautiful, Paula. You look like you do modeling or you do pageants.
Do pageants.
Pageants. Okay, I can tell. Very beautiful. Okay, so here's the very first question,
Glazing.
Paula. What are the top 3 things a foreigner must have to date you?
First, for me, emotional intelligence.
Oh my god.
Second,
Do they even know what emotional intelligence is? I keep hearing emotional intelligence. I swear, all through social media, all through real life, all they say, you have to have emotional intelligence. But do you even know exactly what emotional intelligence is? Like, these buzzwords are so annoying. I hate when people use words and they don't even know what they mean or are. They can't even come up with a definition. They just say it. They just say it because they heard someone on social media say it, or they heard their friend say it.
First is he must have an emotional intelligence. Second is
good looking,
good looking. And what's the last one?
respectful.
Respectful. Okay. Next, how do you feel about foreigners who date Filipinas but don't plan to stay long term?
Wait lang, teka. Ano na sibag ko dyan? Bakit ko namin binigaya?
Nothing. No opinion. No opinion. Okay, how about number 3? What is one... Iling alam sa camera, pe, para magaling ka. What is one Western habit you absolutely cannot tolerate in a relationship no matter how rich he is?
Disrespectful their partners.
Someone who is disrespectful. Okay, especially disrespecting his partner. If a foreigner says
Make sure it goes both ways. Be respectful of each other, and not one way disrespect. But yeah, these are fair. These are fair. These are fair. You know, kindness. You gotta be kind. You gotta be respectful. Gotta be financially stable. But that emotional intelligence thing, throw that shit out the window, because she don't know what that is. They just be saying stuff. Don't even know what it is or means.
you're not like the other Filipinas, is that a compliment or an insult?
It's depend.
Depend to what?
Ano, English?
She's having difficulty in expressing herself in English. Okay, but let's say a foreigner told you you're different from other Filipinas. What is that? A compliment for you or an insult?
For me, compliment.
Compliment. Okay. That's it. No more. Okay, well anyway, thank you so much. We really appreciate your time. Thank you.
All right. Well, that's it. This is Fuentes Family Matters. I guess give her some love, you know. I'm gonna post the original video in the description so you can see her channel and all her videos. So give her a like and subscribe on her videos. So I want to say one thing. I mean, these weren't too demanding. The only thing I have to criticize is the emotional intelligence thing, because that is stupid. But as a foreigner, you can't come to these countries and be rude and have that same toxic BS you had to deal with in the States. You have to come here, come correct, and be level-headed. the mentally stable thing caught me right there, because there are some mentally unstable foreigners out here, like the ones that be crashing out. I've seen footage of like foreigners assaulting Filipinas drunk. And I'm like, what the hell? Sitting there just dragging them by the arms out the bar. I'm like, what are you doing? I wasn't there, but this was just off someone else's phone. But yeah, I mean, dating out here, it can be all right, but then sometimes it could just be totally shitty. But other than that, I mean, tell me what you think in the comments. If you like the video, give a like, subscribe. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. So I'll see you in the next one.